So they did it, people. There you go. Look at that. Look at that, people. It says, your content was removed due to a violation of our community guidelines. Your channel now has 2 strikes. This means you won't be able to do things like upload, post, or live stream for 2 weeks. 3 strikes in 90-day period will result in permanent removal of your channel. We want to help you stay on YouTube. So please, make sure you understand YouTube community guidelines. Okay. And strike basics. Review your content with our policies in mind. If after reviewing your content you think we made a mistake, let us know. You can appeal this decision. Understand that this strike will expire after 90 days and that deleting the video will not remove the strike. Review content. All right. So what did they take down? The one that I just posted. What happens to my life insurance while they are learning? Okay? This is directly related to me. All right? They're saying it's medical misinformation. There is no medical information when it affects my life insurance policy for them to try and force something upon me. Okay? This is straight up harassment. So hold on a minute. Okay. 3rd video of the day, people. I'm going to put this up on my Peeps Fashion channel. Okay? Because I just got another strike, like just a little while ago. Well, it's now March 26, 2021. Okay? Before I read this to you, though, I'm going to show you what YouTube has done. Hold on a minute. Okay. So, we just got a strike here a little while ago. I did 3 more videos, you can see, right? They considered it to be, this video was removed, inappropriate content, and then they have it listed as medical misinformation. That's what they have it listed as. Medical misinformation. It says I can appeal here. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's this one right here, right? It says I can appeal here, but I've already appealed it. But we'll put it on anyway and see what happens. Right? It was denied. See, I can't submit nothing. I can't submit nothing. You know, nothing. Oh, can I type? Well, they're letting me submit it again, but I've already submitted it. So I don't know why I should have to submit it twice, because I've already submitted it and it was denied. Okay? So that's new information. I really don't want to keep this very long. Okay, people? Alright. I'm on 2 strikes now. You can see that. I'm not lying. Okay? This one right here. Okay? So what happened was, they striked me on this one. Okay? And then they unstriked me on March 10th. And then they striked me again on March 11th after they unstriked me the day before because of the first one. And then they striked me again today. As you can see, it says medical misinformation. It says medical misinformation. Here it says spam, deceptive practices, and scams. Okay. All right. You can see here it says appeal rejected. Okay. But we just was there and it said I could appeal, but I'm not going to because they've already rejected it. This one here, I just submitted the appeal. They haven't gotten back to me on it yet. Okay? All right? And now I'm going to read to you what I wrote. Where is it? This was my appeal. Okay? This is what I wrote them, people, this time. YouTube is protecting government misinformation for a political cause to where they promote medical misinformation that can and does jeopardize innocent human beings. If I am being lied to by my government, or if information is being withheld for nefarious reasons, I should have a right to speak about it. But instead, YouTube staff participates in these lies as they punish people for standing up for themselves and their families. YouTube staff is broad sweeping with the words medical misinformation to strike valid points of reference in an effort to protect criminal activity for its own corporate profit, as why else would YouTube staff continue to harass and threaten people who are at risk to great injury and or death? YouTube cannot guarantee that governments are not lying to the people. Okay? That was my appeal. And what they strike me for was what happens to my life insurance policy while they are learning. Okay? Meaning the government is learning as they go along. Okay, so you've seen that, right? Now, I don't like being YouTube's bitch. I don't. I mean, obviously, somebody has a file on their desk. They wait for my videos, and as soon as they can, this is what's happening, people. Okay? So, I have another program. I'll install it into the Windows 10. It converts in a different format, and I'm going to see if I can try this, what's that one called? Brighton.com. I'm going to try that website to maybe, I don't know, people. This is harassment. I'm going to take these 2 weeks. I'm going to work on what I'm working on. I keep this real short. Okay, we know I'm going to the courthouse next week. Right, so I said I'd bring you along. So assuming that I don't get striked on Peeps Fashion for this video now, right? For the ones that are wondering where I am in a week and a half from now, they can just mosey on over there and get the story, okay? And the story is, I'm on YouTube lockdown for 2 weeks, ready to be having my, cut off through a guillotine, basically. They shut down my whole channel, people. My whole channel. Almost 2,200 videos. Park events, chocolate, Malcolm X chocolate milk parties, the bells for Andre, the park events, right? The playground restoration, all that hard yard work I went through all these years, right? Just all of it, all wiped out because of some fucking angry human being that sits at a desk just waiting for my videos to be uploaded so they can find something in there, but they won't tell you what that something is. But as soon as they can find something that they can say medical misinformation, it's unsafe for the community, for the YouTube community. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'm not a part of that YouTube community, people. I guess I'm not. Right? So that's fine. So I'll upload this here. So if you mosey on over here, you know what happened. And when I go to court, right, and I do my affidavit, I'll show you that it is done. It's the government is served. I'm not afraid of my government, people. Okay? Obviously, the governments, more than one, are paying YouTube to be that propaganda machine. Otherwise, this kind of stuff wouldn't be going on. So anyway, it is what it is. I'm going to try and start that letter for that CEO of Google. I'm not even taking it to the manager of YouTube, because personally, I think the woman needs to get lost, because whatever she's done to YouTube since she's been on board as a manager, you know, it's a joke. It's a joke. Outside of, they're making good money off of running people ragged, using and abusing them, right? Toying with them, getting off on it, thinking it's funny because they're in power of, you know, the keyboard, right? They can just, you know, hit the button and poof, you're gone, right? You know, that's a lot of power for somebody that's impotent, basically, or maybe frigid, right? You know, I mean, definitely there's something going on here, okay? Because I'm not saying anything drastic in terms of drastic. Not that warrants this, people. I don't get hardly any views. How could I possibly be a threat to anybody when YouTube suppresses my channels? Right? My videos that look good, sound good, project really good vibes, lag and stop and freeze and then start sputtering and then nothing matches up. So that I look like shit, basically. Or whatever it is that's going on looks like shit. So you move along, right? Why? Why, people? Why? But yet, I hardly get any views. My subscriber count never goes up. Never. Never. It just stays the same. It goes up 1 or 2, it drops down 1 or 2. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I'm like, I don't really care, because I don't do it for the money, people, right? I do it for justice. How about that? Something that it's a foreign concept to these individuals that do this kind of stuff for money, because they're protecting the corporation and their stakeholders, in my opinion. There's nothing medical information in that, but obviously there's a YouTube stalker on the staff that gets a rise out of playing Lord, right? Just a Lord. This is a Lord. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. For all I know, I'll come back and the fucking channel will be gone, because they can go into almost 2,200 videos and pick anything and never have to be held to account as to what it was that they heard or they thought they heard or they wanted to hear to justify, bing, poof, you're gone. Right? So, okay.